What's up guys, I'm Dario Arbone and currently I'm in third place in the Italian clock rankings. As well I got some of the unofficial national record and average like 5.5 to 5.7. And today I want to go through some example clock solves. So before I go on with showing you the actual solves, I want to introduce you to some of the basic concept of clock. Not even in an advanced way, but in a more beginner way. So the basic grip you want to have is like this. So with your thumbs on the face fronting you, and you want to use more your index fingers, left and right ones, and usually you want to avoid using the thumbs and when you're solving, because you're gotta change your grip and it's quite uncomfortable. But in some cases, again, I will show you that it's optimal, and it's optimal when you start, like at the beginning of the solve. You can put your thumbs, or immediately after you rotate your clock. Other things that a lot of beginners do, and actually some quite good cubers do, is having a pin order, and I think it's quite good when you wanna go get your times better. But when it comes to having some advanced solves, you gotta optimize really what you're doing, so it's not really worth it. And if you are doing a pin order, you may wanna change it. So for the first scramble, we got a pretty good case. Scrambles will be in the description, of course. And here there are a few options I can do. Pins are up in this face, so I'll probably go for this one. And what I should do here is probably, it doesn't really matter how you put the clock down, because you're gonna rotate like this way. So I would go in this orientation, and then with this pin, and align this, and then align this three to this one, sorry, and then all this one go with this one, and then you put here, rotate like this. I do this kind of rotation with holding this finger and then moving like this. And here what you should really do is notice that these two are already solved together, and also these two are solved together as well. These two are one away from being solved. So here you should really use your thumb. It's okay because you did a quicker rotation. X rotation are faster than this kind of rotation. And then I would go ahead and do these two, then up these two, and this is the nearest clock to be solved. So you should really go for this one, or maybe this one, but I think that is probably optimal to do this, because then there's gonna be this easier to do, and then you gotta finish your corner like this. So for this other case, it isn't as good as the previous one, but there's some quite things you can do. So I should probably start with this, and I'd probably go for aligning these two. Remember, if two are already solved, try to preserve them, like either in this way or like this, it doesn't really matter. So I'd probably go align for this because I feel it's better. But if you go the other way and align this two with this, it's fine too. Then go for this one. Oh, currently solved. And then go for this one. So another tip I can give you, if some clock is a long away or really close to being solved, you may want to get it to your last to solve, because then it would be easier to complete your cluster aligned to this particular spot. Then we rotate like this, and here I can see really nothing too special, so I go always for aligning the central one, which is the best thing to do. Even with your thumbs, it doesn't matter. I align these two. I go for this, but probably there would have been some more optimal. Then align these two because they're nearest, and then this with this, and you'll notice this is the nearest to be solved. This is really bad because you're gonna do all of this turn. So you go for this, and then you go for this, or pretty bad corners, but no, it's this. So this other scramble is actually kind of cool. Just remember what I said last solves about when something is really near to be solved, it's better to your last. So this is not the nearest, this is the one, but if you align this to relative to this will be really near, but this will move, of course. And then if you align this, you get a pretty good case because these two I don't know to say dots from being solved like this to this and this. So it's a pretty efficient cross because you did like really I don't know, I don't care, whatever. They rotate like this. In this other scramble it's not particularly good, but I'd go maybe for this, and then but it's not really optimal because you're gonna use your thumbs during the solve, and but it's pretty good because you can change your grip and use these two pins. So align this is really close to be solved, and this is the closest to be solved. Align this, then this one, then probably I go for this one, but it's the same thing. And then when you're aligned together, you put it down. So this other scramble is also pretty good, and then I'm gonna make you notice why. Oh, my phone dropped, sorry. Then I was saying, this really good case, and I would go for this face first, because notice what happens. If you align this relative to this, even though this one, so it doesn't matter, these two will get aligned, and this is a really great cross solution because it's just 1, 3, 7 total moves, like 7 of these dots. This is really good, and this is the optimal way to do is align this to this because they're closest, and then probably go for this because you can notice these two are all aligned, so you may want to preserve it, and aligning this and then this will save them, and so get a corner skip. And probably I go for this too, for the way you don't have to change a lot of paints. So this and then this, and you finish. So this is the last scramble I want to show you guys, and this is not really good, but what I can notice is these two are all, so all the pins are all down right now, and these two are really solved, so you may want to get it maybe in this position so you can start with your families. Okay, align this, and this is solved, so when one is solved in this particular case, it is better to go with this and then align. Probably I will go at this kind of Z rotation to bring it like this, facing up. It was here sideways and then you face up. And this, even though those are really close together, I'd probably go for this too. And here is really not good trying to save this because you're gonna destroy you anyway. So I'm gonna do for align this. It's a pretty bad solve, I think, but I can find any efficient solution. You go with your cross. This is the closest, I think. I will watch really well. Then this and this. So another tip I can give you: try to look ahead when you're trying to solve your corners. So if you solve this is 1, 2, 3, 4 away to being to this, and so this will move 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know, maybe more by muscle memory, that if you align this will only miss 1, and then you can go really fast and finish your solve. And this is really important not to get a DNF, because that's really what many person does, just see this case and go without even watching. Should really pay attention to this. In addition to the solves I show you, I want to say the clock is not algorithm based at all. There are really no algorithms. It's the only puzzle that has not in the WCA, I think. And practice is key. I have more than 6,000 solves on clock, countless hours on it. The more you practice, the more you will get good. And the thing is, if you are not getting the really good times in the first place, then there will be a day that your times will go suddenly down and they're just gonna get better. So don't really get frustrated at it, because eventually if you practice a lot, and of course if you do like it, you're gonna get better. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon in another video.